Sanctuary City showdown brewing between President Trump's Justice Department and Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel as that city sues after the administration's vow to block federal grants for cities that do not comply with the feds. The DOJ already firing back.
That's right. Joining us now, Jessica Vaughn, the Director of Policy Studies at the Center for Immigration Studies. Jessica, thanks so much for coming on this morning.
Good morning.
What's your point of view here? Does Chicago have much of a case on this?
No. It's incredible. Where do the citizens of Chicago go to get sanctuary from these policies that are inflicted on them by their leaders? It's clearly federal law says that sanctuary policies are illegal, and that in order to get funding from the Department of Justice, you have to be in compliance with all federal laws. Chicago's policy clearly is a violation of the federal law against sanctuaries. A federal judge recently said that it's perfectly fine for the Department of Justice to withhold funds if jurisdictions are not complying. That's what DOJ is doing under Attorney General Jeff Sessions. And now the city of Chicago, instead of just changing their policy, which would protect everyone in Chicago, they've instead decided that they're going to file a lawsuit spending more of their taxpayers' money, that they're going to stand a very little chance of winning, and it's when they could instead change the sanctuary policy.
Yeah, and it's not just Chicago. I mean, we had just last week, Portland, another city that, another sanctuary city. They had an elderly woman who was allegedly raped by this illegal immigrant who had been deported 20 times. The other thing, it impacts law enforcement as well. It makes their job less safe because they have to go back into these communities and try to track these people down, right?
That's exactly right. The sanctuaries say that they don't want to cooperate with the feds because it's disruptive and scary to the immigrant community. Actually, people in the communities are scared of the release of criminal aliens back into the community. It really makes no sense. It doesn't affect community policing in any way. And the federal government really has to step in because the sanctuaries are not going to change on their own, and taxpayers should not be subsidizing these dangerous policies.
Well, if you ask the Trump administration, they say that they are rounding up criminals, and they have the numbers to prove it, that they're looking for criminal illegal aliens. When you look at the poll numbers, when they ask people what they think about sanctuary cities, the big problem they have with them is allowing criminal aliens back into the community. So it sounds like there is a consensus here that most people would agree with the way this is being operated by the administration and by ICE at this point, and maybe the lines are just being blurred and all the rhetoric around it.
Yeah, I think it's 80% actually.
Yeah.
80% think that they should follow these federal standards.
Okay.
Well, that's exactly right.
All right, Jessica, thank you so much. We do appreciate you coming on this morning. Sorry we didn't have more time, but we'll try to get you next time.